Hello there, Virgo. Thank you so much for stopping by for your weekly tarot video forecast. This forecast is for the week of January the 6th through the 12th. I am going to be pulling one card for each day, and we will just check out what shows up on the cards, what shows up psychically, get a good idea about the themes that are coming up as the days go by this week. Let's get some cards on the table. Meanwhile, I am going to tell you guys I do offer private readings. You can find out all about those and my other services on the website listed in the corner there. Also, all my contact information is there, so feel free to reach out to me if you have any questions about that or if you want to schedule either one. Let's look at your cards. Okay, so Monday, what do you guys have? You have the shaman coming up in reverse. If I cover my face, maybe it'll focus. Okay, so shaman in reverse just means you're trying to manifest something, but you feel like you're banging your head against the wall as you do it. There's always, always, always advice with this. The reason you're not accomplishing whatever you're trying to manifest on Monday is because you're trying to do it by yourself. You haven't got Sacred Spirit involved in this process with you. Sacred Spirit, the divine, universe, whatever the word is that you want to use, it's a good time to call them in, ask them to help with this, and then watch your results come in. Okay? Now, looking at Tuesday, you guys have the Two of Stones showing up in reverse. Two of Stones showing up in reverse can tell me that either you've got a lot on your itinerary, maybe more than you can actually handle, so some things may fall through the cracks, or you could be having a little bit of trouble with that budget, having a hard time robbing Peter to pay Paul. Either way, we've got some things going on here. If you can delegate some things, if this is an itinerary thing, if you can delegate some things to somebody who is qualified to handle them, that's going to be helpful. If this is something where you're trying to rob Peter to pay Paul, this may be a good time to make kind of a backup plan about what you can do about finances. Now, looking at Wednesday, here we have the Two of Bows showing up. This just tells me that you have some kind of decision to make on Wednesday. You have multiple options in front of you. Could be two, could be more than that. All of these options are good when we have the Two of Bows show up. Every option in front of you is good. You can't make a bad choice here. Whatever you choose is going to be fine. The fact that this card came in right side up, I don't think you're going to have any trouble making that choice. You know which one you're going to gravitate towards pretty easily. And then looking at Thursday. Thursday, we do have the Balance card showing up in reverse. I want to kind of check in on this. Virgos, I think you've got somebody in your sphere of influence on Thursday who is a little off. They're unbalanced. That's a nice way to say it. That they may not be handling things too well. They could be somebody who's having like a little bit of a mental breakdown. Somebody who they just have, maybe they have something that isn't just like right now immediate, but maybe they have just little things, little kind of hicks in their giddy up that just doesn't work too well. So this is not, whenever I have this card come up, we're not seeing somebody that's totally cray cray and everybody can tell it right off the bat. This is somebody that, they've just got these little ticks here and there. And I think that you may be seeing them on Thursday and they may actually be impacting your life on Thursday. And some of you, I feel like are going to be surprised. I don't think that you're going to suspect that somebody would have these kind of little, ticks in their giddy up, let's say. But for others of you, there are quite a few of you that know that you're dealing with somebody who, for a lot of you, this is going to be at work, that you're dealing with somebody who maybe the elevator kind of gets a little bit stuck right about at the top floor. So there you go. You get to deal with that. Some of you know exactly how to deal with that already. The others of you, I think you're going to be learning on the fly pretty quick. Now, let's look at Friday. Friday, we do have the Eight of, what are they calling this here? Eight of Vessels in this deck coming up in reverse. Eight of Vessels in reverse just basically says that you're going back to some situation that you did leave in the past. And when you left it because it was making you feel either exhausted or depleted. Now we see you going back to it. I hope you've got a better plan to make it work out better this time. Good luck. Good luck on that. I always hate to see that card. I have lived that card many, many times and lived to regret that card just about as many. All right, let's look at the weekend. Weekend. You guys have two majors coming up on the weekend. First of all, we have the Guardian showing up in reverse. Now, the Guardian in reverse, I like actually better than the Guardian right side up. This just means that there's some kind of fear or obsession or addiction that you're facing and you're not letting it run you anymore. You're really pulling this thing apart and you are just, yeah, you're not letting that thing be in charge. You're letting your own authentic self be in charge instead of whatever this is. And usually, this type of thing has been running us for a while by the time we take it apart. So, really like that. That's really good progress into more deeply into your authenticity. Next, we're looking at Sunday. Oh, wow. You guys just have a powerful weekend. Sunday, you've got the journey coming up. The journey to me talks about making some major changes, and it really goes well, very well, with that Guardian in reverse. Because once you pick this Guardian in reverse apart, now you have a whole new perspective. Well, the journey starts with a whole new perspective. It says, now I've got this whole new perspective. I'm interacting with the world in a different way because I'm thinking about things in a different way, which means now the world has to interact with me in a different way because it has to adjust. And by the time that has worked itself all the way through the chain, your life is completely different just because you had a little perspective change because you faced this fear, addiction, or obsession. So we get a whole big chain reaction that works out very well for you. So big weekend. This could be big emotions. This is definitely big thoughts. And could be big emotions as you're working your way through the thoughts. This is self-work, my friends. And this is really good. I am proud of y'all. All right, so that's what I've got for the week. Thank you all for being here. If I don't see you between now and then for a reading or a Reiki session, then I'll see you guys back on the next video. Peace.